I'm showing you how to build 5 super easy automatic farms that work in both Bedrock and Java editions, and every pro player has in their Minecraft world. Watch until the end to learn how to get any item at super speed in survival mode. Now, what's the most terrifying thought in the world? Isn't the ever-dying thought that life is meaningless and I'm gonna die alone? Wow, that took a very sad turn. No, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, you know, joining your Minecraft world on the first night and not having any wool to make a bed and then letting zombies rip you to shreds. That's not great. So, guys, the first auto farm you need in your world is obviously an auto wool farm. And all you're going to need for this is a chest, a hopper, a rail, a minecart with hopper, 8 dirt or grass blocks, an observer, redstone dust, any random old block, a dispenser, 7 glass, some shears, and obviously some sheep. I mean, where else are you going to get wool? The moon? No. Moons don't grow wool. What am I talking about? I am losing my mind. Let me place down the chest. What you want to do is go ahead and crouch, and behind the chest, we're going to place our hopper. Then you're going to go ahead, crouch again, and place your rail just above that hopper. Then grab your grass block here, guys, and you want to place this above your rail. There should be a space in between, and you're going to place your minecart with hopper in between that grass block and the hopper below. Now, we're going to come up to the top here, guys, and you'll build 1 grass block out. Now, if you've got dirt, that's fine. The grass will grow back. You're going to place this just above your chest. Then you'll place 1, 2, 3 on the left side here, and do the same thing on the right-hand side, going 1, 2, 3, leaving that block at the back as a gap. Now, you can build this underground or above ground. For example, guys, I've got the grass blocks here, but you could make that the surface. This just makes it easier so I can show how to build this. Then you're going to go ahead and grab your observer, and you want to place it so it is facing towards your grass block in the center here. That is super, super important that the red eye is facing outwards and the arrow is also facing outwards and your face is facing towards the block. That means when this block has an update, it outputs a redstone signal. You'll see why that's important in just a second. Then just on the side of the observer, guys, you want to place your random block and a dollop of redstone dust just above. Then go ahead and crouch, and you want to place your dispenser facing forwards just above your observer like this. The first thing we're going to do is surround the remaining grass here with glass. This is going to obviously stop our sheep from escaping. Now, on this side here, guys, you want to crouch and place 1 glass block above that dispenser so it looks a little bit like this. Now, you don't actually need these corner grass blocks, but I like to keep them there for aesthetic purposes because otherwise I just feel this looks a little odd. So I'm going to put them right back here, but they're actually not necessary. You can do it without them. Once you've got that, guys, we're going to go ahead and you want to grab your shears and place them inside your dispenser. Now, obviously, shears have a durability, but it is very, very high, so you can fill this all up with shears if you like, but 1 shears will last plenty of time. Once you've got that, guys, you need to lure your sheep, if you're in survival mode, into your little trap here, and voila, guys, you are done. Basically, when this sheep eats the grass here, it's going to be detected by this observer, which will output a redstone signal, activating this dispenser with the shears, which will cut off the sheep's wool that'll fall through the hopper and into the chest just below. Now, this is the small version of the auto wool farm, but you can take it to the next level by expanding it like I've got over here. And basically, all we've got here is just a bunch of observers around the back. As you guys can see, we've just got a ton more observers connected to redstone, which is connected up to the top here where we've got all of our dispensers with shears. And the only difference is we also have it connected up to this repeater into a redstone powered rail here, which has a powered rail system underneath here. This means if we guys have a look, and I just destroy this for a second, you guys can see that this minecart with rail, every time one of these sheep eats some grass, the wool pops off, but it also powers this minecart with hopper, causing it to go underneath, collect the wool, drop it in this hopper, and bring it into this chest. And you guys can see just how much wool I'm collecting, as well as this 1 mutton. No sheep were murdered in the making of this video. Totally not. Oops. So you've got the wool covered, but you're kind of starving because, we forgot the food. Yeah, apparently you need that to live. So, here is an AFK fishing farm for your world. You just gotta sit back, relax, and watch as you collect all of this fish. Not to mention, you will also collect a bunch of XP because fishing provides you with XP. You guys can see I've already got 7 XP in the short amount of time I was sitting here for that intro, which is just kind of insane. Plus, it's super easy to build. All you're going to need is 5 of just any random block, a note block, 1 block of glass, 3 chests, a hopper, a piston, 1 oak fence, an oak pressure plate, 2 redstone dust, water, obviously, and then a fishing rod. So let's get started. The first thing you are going to want to do is go ahead and place 1, 2, 3 of your block like this in a little triangle, and we're going to bring the back block up 1 like so. Above this, you're going to place a note block until you have a shape that looks like this. This shape kind of looks sus, but this is a PG channel, so we're leaving it there. Alright, now dig one block down in between your stone here and place your block of glass. Above this, we're going to place our chest. Now, we need to do a little bit of demolition. So, on the ground here, guys, you want to break out 1, 2, 3, 4, and dig this down 2 blocks. On this side here, we're going to dig down just 1 block in the right corner. With your chest here, guys, you're going to place 1, 2 on the left-hand side, creating a double chest. Then go ahead and crouch, and you want to place a hopper on the farthest back of your chest here, facing into your chest. So, basically, anything you drop into that hopper is going to go into this chest like that. Then you want to go ahead and in front of the hopper, we're going to place a piston facing upwards. You want to crouch again and place an oak fence above your hopper here, and above that, place an oak pressure plate. Now, what we're going to need is that redstone, water, and of course, our fishing rod. You want to grab your redstone and wire it from this pressure plate downwards into our piston here, and then you want to go ahead and you want to get your cursor right in the top left-hand corner of this stone block at the back here and place water here. Now, as you can see, I'm opening up the chest, so this can be a little bit tricky to get right. If it's still not working, you can try crouching and placing the water. Yep, that usually does the trick, you guys, and now your chest is waterlogged. Now, all you got to do, guys, is stand on top of this piston just here, aim right for the center of that stone block, and just click, and boom. As you see, every time you've caught something, it's going to push you up just like that, and then it will go into your chest here, and you can just keep clicking and clicking and clicking the note block. So, as you guys can see, if we come down here, I'll stand in the middle. We want to go ahead, aim, and click, and click, and click, and click. And just like that, guys, you'll be able to start fishing to your life's content. So you got wool and you got food. You're progressing in the game, but now you want paper and sugar, so you're going to need an auto sugarcane farm. And this is all you are going to need. A chest, a hopper, a rail, a minecart with hopper, our grass block, an observer, 18 glass, a piston, any old random block, and finally 1 redstone dust and a water bucket. So first, we're going to place down our chest. Then come round to the back side here, guys. You want to crouch and place your hopper facing into that chest. Above that, we're going to crouch again, place your rail above, and place your grass block above that with your minecart on hopper in the center. Now we're going to go ahead, and what you want to do is place a glass block directly above that chest. To do that, you want to crouch, place your glass block above, and then you want to go ahead and build out a little hole here. So we're going to place our glass all around the sides here, guys, just like this, and that's where we're going to be placing our water just a little bit later. Then we want to go ahead and surround this grass block here with glass as well. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. On this side, we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high, and then on the back as well, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. Now this side is a little different. We're going to place 1 glass block here. Then you want to stand in the center and place your piston so it's facing inwards. Then on top of this, we're going to place our observer, making sure the face is facing towards the glass and the arrow is facing outwards, and a glass block above here. Then grab your random block, place it behind the piston, and on top of this block here, guys, we're going to place our redstone dust, and then with our water, we're going to slot that right in there, and you can place back in your glass that we destroyed. And finally, guys, you want to jump in the center and put in your sugar cane. Now, it's as simple as that. It is done. Basically, guys, your sugar cane is going to grow, and when it reaches the height of this observer, this piston is going to push it, and by pushing it in the center, it's going to break the sugar cane. It'll fall through this minecart with hopper and into our chest just below. Now, once again, just like our sheep farm, this is so great because not only can you leave it like it is here, but you can also go ahead and expand it. Just have a look at what I've got over here. Have a look at this, guys. Basically, we have the system, but duplicated multiple times. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 on this side. We've got 2 water source blocks on either end, flowing into the middle where we've got a hopper, and then a chest in the middle where we're collecting all of the sugar cane. You guys will see this in action in just a moment when the sugar cane grows all the way up to the top. Boom! As you can see, it destroys it. The sugar cane falls into the hoppers right there. Really, really straightforward build, guys, and you can make it as big as you want. So you're becoming a Minecraft pro, and you want a better source of food that removes poison, keeps you saturated, and you can use for potions. That's right, guys. I'm talking about honey with this automatic honey farm. Now, we're going to get this one started. Basically, you just need a bunch of bees that pollinate in this beehive here, guys. We've got a little bit of redstone going on, and it connects into this chest here and drops down our honey. Now, I'm going to let this one go, and while that is going, we're going to start building ours just over here. Now, this is a bit more complex than the other ones. What you're going to need is 2 chests, 2 hoppers, 2 birchwood planks, a beehive, a dispenser, 12 of any random block here, guys, 2 redstone comparators, 7 redstone dust, a redstone repeater, redstone torch, 18 of any item in the world, a bunch of glass bottles, obviously to fill up your honey here, guys, and then just a ton of flowers. The more, the better, and obviously some bees. You're going to need a minimum of 2 bees for this to work. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is you want to place down your 2 chests like so, making a double chest. Jump around to the back here, guys, you want to crouch and you want to place a hopper facing into this chest. Then you want to crouch and place a block above that chest and place a hopper facing into it just like it. And then we're going to destroy that block like so. Then you want to go ahead, guys, and we're going to place down 1, 2 of our birch planks on the right side of the hoppers here. And above here, guys, we're going to place our beehive. And then you want to place your dispenser facing into the beehive. This can be a little bit tricky, but we're going to try and get it. No, okay. We're going to place a block here, guys. You want to crouch and place your dispenser facing into your beehive. If there are no, like, little holes around, you've done it right. Now, the first thing we're going to do is build a redstone signal that does our hopper clock. What you want to do is we're going to break out the back here, and you want to break it down 2 blocks deep. Then we're going to build a little bit of an L shape, placing 1 block here, 1 above it, and 1 coming out. And then on this corner here, guys, you want to place 1 in the middle and 1 like so, so it looks a little bit like this. Then have a redstone comparator coming out from your hopper here, your redstone dust coming down. You want a repeater facing into this block here. And then you're going to want to come around to this side, break this out 1 block further so you're underneath your hopper here, guys, and place your redstone torch so it is just below your hopper. That's going to make your hopper clock. Then you want to come to this top hopper here, guys, and you want to place 1 bottle of honey. Actually, something I missed. We are going to need a single bottle of honey, and this means that any of your honey is going to get filtered through into this chest and no other random stuff is going to fall through. Then with the remaining slots here, guys, you're going to place 4 in the first slot, 4 in the second slot, and then 5 in the last 2 slots like this. I don't know exactly how this works, but basically it means when we place our glass bottles in this dispenser up here, they're not going to fall through our hopper, but when we place honey bottles, they're going to fall through into our chest just below, like so. You guys can see our honey bottle is flowing through, but these glass bots can stay here and collect the honey from this beehive. Now, all we need to go ahead and do is connect, well, the beehive to our dispenser. So to do that here, guys, you're going to place 1, 2, 3 blocks coming from behind our beehive, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks coming from behind our dispenser. Grab your redstone comparator, place it coming out of our beehive here, guys, and then have your redstone dust wrapping all the way around so it goes into our dispenser. You want to grab 1 blue concrete and you want to place this just above here so it cuts off that signal. And voila, guys, you're done. Now all you need are the bees to produce the honey. Now, because this can be a little bit finicky, you basically want to place as many flowers as you possibly humanely can. You definitely want it to be at the front where this beehive is. Then once it's all there, guys, you can go ahead and spawn in your bees, or if you're in survival mode, you're going to need to get them here. They'll pollinate on the flowers, they'll leave their honey inside the beehive, and every time the beehive is full, it'll activate this dispenser and release your honey bottles into this hopper, coming into this chest, just like so. Now, I don't know if this one's done quite yet. You can see, oh, there we go. We got 1 extra honey bottle here, guys. We can release a few more bees. Now, this one is a relatively slow farm, but honey is a very useful resource, so it's definitely worth having 1 of these. But honestly, you can build as many of these as you want, and you can mass produce honey for your tasty consumption. And right behind that is an auto kelp farm. Why? Because kelp can be used as fuel as well as an XP farm to generate XP. Now, this one is a bit bigger than our other ones because I wanted to show you how to build one of these larger scale farms. So let's get started. All you're going to need is 16 of any random slab, 16 blocks, 7 pistons, 14 observers, 8 grass, 44 glass, some water, a hopper, a chest, and finally 7 kelp. So first off, guys, with our slabs here, guys, you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you want to come diagonally to the left here, guys, and place your slabs again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do the same thing on the right side here, guys. So we're going to come diagonally and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then behind these slabs, we're going to place blocks. Now switching over 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And do the same thing on the right side here, guys, going 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do blocks all across the back, coming diagonally here, across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like this. Then across the back of our auto kelp farm, guys, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pistons. And above this, we're going to just place a bunch of random blocks. Then you want to grab your observers, come around to the back side of your kelp farm here, guys. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7, making sure the face is facing towards your farm. Then you want to destroy these blocks here, guys, and you want to come to the back and look underneath these observers and place observers underneath each of our existing observers. This is super important, guys, because every time it detects the kelp, it's going to send a signal downwards, activating this piston, which is going to destroy our kelp, which is what we need for this to work. Then we're going to break these blocks just out the front of our stone backing here and replace these with grass. Then grab your glass blocks here, guys, and you want to build here 1, 2, 3, 4, just like so. And you want to build 1, 2, 3, just like so, and build this up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block blocks high like that. You want to place the glass blocks all across the back of our observers here, and then do the exact same thing on the other side here, guys, building 4 blocks up with your glass so it looks a little bit like this. Now we just need our water buckets here, guys, and the first up, you want to place water all across the back glass, just like so it flows down like so. Place 1 water bucket here in the bottom right corner, and you should get a little bit of a water pattern that looks like that. Then just off to the side here, guys, we're going to need our chest and our kelp now. You want to grab your hopper here, and you want to dig underneath, and you want to place your chest just here, and then you have your hopper, break out that block, crouch, and place your hopper facing into that chest. Now, it's super simple. Just plant all your kelp across the back here, guys. Your kelp is going to grow, and as you guys can see, when it reaches the observer, it gets punched. It flows down into that hopper and into this chest just below like so here, guys. You can have a look on this barrel. We're using a barrel here. You can see we've got an absolute ton of kelp just in the time that I built that machine. Now, for our next farm, you guys are gonna have to subscribe and watch the next video because that's all the time we've got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, Eystreem out. Bye!